everyone, I'm Danny.
And I'm John.
And we are our Charmed Midlife. This is our first vlog on YouTube. So we thought we'd take just a couple minutes to do a brief introduction so you know who we are and what you'll be looking forward to in coming vlogs.
Who we are and why is this happening?
Yes. So I'm Danny.
I'm John. Still.
We are married. We've been together for 22 years and married almost 15 years. Wow. And on our 15th anniversary next year, we are already scheduled to be on the Disney Treasure, the cruise line. So we're very excited for that.
It sure doesn't feel like 15 years.
Or 22.
Or 22. No, it feels like 22.
Oh, goodness.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
So we live in Central Florida. We've only been here for 2 years. We came from Southern California, so Disneyland is our home park. Yep. Disney California Adventure, our favorite park of all time. We miss California very much, but we are trying to make a charmed midlife here in Central Florida.
Doing what we can.
Yes. I am an accountant. I work from home, have worked from home for a long time.
I'm a mechanical engineer by trade. I lost my job in November from an aerospace company and have been milling about ever since.
Well, he started his own business this year.
I did.
And we'll highlight that at some point in the future vlogs as to what he's working on now.
Radically different.
Yes. So why are we doing this vlog now and at our age?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
Part of it is because of him losing his job. Yeah. He has some extra time on his hands. Another part is because we do like to do a lot of things around this area, and we watch a lot of other vloggers, and we just kind of thought, well, we have a point of view.
we do have a point of view, and we have some things that set us make us a little bit different than a lot of them, and it's a different perspective we feel we can bring to it.
Correct. Yeah. So getting to that then, what can you expect from these vlogs? It is kind of a different point of view. We are definitely in our midlife years, and that tends to play into when we're making plans sometimes.
I'm suddenly the old man.
Yes. So you have that point of view. We also are neurodivergent in that I am autistic and John has ADD.
Huh? What?
And so that point of view also plays into our trips to the parks, especially. You will see that we will not be going this summer. I cannot tolerate the heat. So we stay away from the parks in the summer. But we do go to Disney Springs, and we just took a Disney cruise last month, and we still try to get the enchantment into our lives somehow.
We do a lot of Disney stuff still, but this is a tough time of year. We both get overwhelmed by different things, but especially at this time of year.
Yes. So over the summer, there'll be more vlogs of us being at home, probably going out to eat a lot, which I am also gluten-free and have a lot of food allergies, so you'll get a different point of view with that food. And let's see, what else did I say? Movies and TV is a big part of my life, always has been. So I'm probably going to incorporate that in here as well. We used to have a podcast where I talked about movies and television, but now you'll probably just get my 2 cents on something if I'm watching it.
Yeah, one of your nicknames throughout most of your life has been Danny TV. So you're a lot. It's a big part of your life. So, yeah. So
if you want to watch some Gen Xers kind of live through their lives and take advantage of what's around here in Central Florida, as well as what's going on with the way we think and what's happening, then please subscribe and like this first video. This, of course, is our first one, so we're just getting around to learning what works and what doesn't work. But we hope that you'll stick around for what's coming next.
We promise to be as entertaining as we can be.
Yes, but this is our charmed midlife. We feel like we live a very charmed life.
We do.
So we hope that everyone else would love to participate and watch along with us.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much. And we will have another vlog out in a few days. Thanks. Bye. Good Sunday morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Happy
How
Sunday.
are you?
I am fine. I'm good.
You slept well?
I slept pretty well.
Good.
Snapped awake 6:30 and couldn't fall asleep.
6:30. It's Sunday.
I know.
Okay.
Every day is the same to me now.
Oh, shucks.
What can I do?
So yeah. So we just came downstairs and you're making coffee, or you're having your coffee.
Made my coffee. Having my coffee.
Watching a little Transformers because the original one still is awesome.
That was really awesome.
It felt awesome.
Are you okay?
I'm not okay, all right? I'm losing my mind a little bit. I'm getting chased by my car right now. I gotta go.
You know, I'm
Probably have breakfast in a little bit.
Yeah.
You're gonna make breakfast?
I'm gonna make breakfast.
Gonna make waffles.
Waffles for you.
Gluten-free waffles for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And
I'll make some eggs and toast and start my day like a lumberjack.
awesome.
Yeah. So that's me.
Lumberjack.
I already have a job.
Lumberjack. 18 grand a year?
18.5. Plus, I haven't had to kill anyone in a while.
Okay, we switched from Transformers to Notting Hill because Notting Hill is one of John's favorite movies of all time.
I'll actually watch Notting Hill before I watch Transformers.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
He had never even watched Transformers until I took him to see it.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here and we're watching this, and you're so intrigued and you're so stuck on it, even though you've seen it a million times.
Yeah.
And I started thinking, is this your favorite movie of all time? I know in the running is Notting Hill, Close Encounters of the
Yeah.
Third Kind,
Yeah.
Moana.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
Shawshank.
Oh, Shawshank.
Yeah. I don't know what the fifth in that would be if you're talking the top five, but
If you had to pick one, like if you had to walk around, and I hate the stupid question of what's your favorite movie, but I always have to pick one, so I thought, what
So-
would you actually pick?
so my standard answer has always been Close Encounters because that kind of has everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. That can be. I don't know. There are parts of that are a bit tedious for me, whereas this or Moana is never. I never, find myself thinking about how much is left, or
Well, I don't know
Yeah,
that
that's it.
tedious is the right word for Close Encounters. It's just, it is heavier. It's more intense. Where these rom-com or cartoon, like, it's not as intense as Close Encounters can be. And Shawshank too, throughout at some point. It's so dramatic. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's just a different feel.
yeah, oh, definitely. I don't know that I. There are parts of Close Encounters that I wouldn't mind if they weren't in the movie, whereas the other three, I don't know that there's any part of it I would. Absolutely, I can answer it. There's no part of any of the other three that I would cut out.
Huh.
I think they're maybe not perfect movies, but I wouldn't change a thing.
Huh.
So, and that's, I think that's subject matter dependent, right? And that, I mean, the uncut version of Close Encounters is almost 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is. But those are definitely the top four.
Okay.
I think it's mood dependent, whichever
Yeah.
pick, it's probably
Yeah.
different on different days.
I fully agree. For me, it's always about what mood am I in to watch stuff. So
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
Okay, just checking in.
Okay.
Williams just turned down Anna's coat.
You daft prick.
Okay,
Tough one.
so we just finished Notting Hill,
Yep.
and as I was saying, long time ago, years ago,
Yeah.
there's always the discussion of the freebie list,
Yeah.
and we used to always have our freebie list discussions and all that, or hall passes, whatever people
Yeah.
want to say.
Yep.
But when we were watching Notting Hill once, I said, well, what's our Notting Hill list? A celebrity that you'd actually like to marry. It's someone that you don't just want to have a one night stand with. Can you see yourself actually marrying a celebrity? And you always forget Who's on your list?
Yeah, my poor memory really catches up with me because if it's been longer than 2 weeks, I never remember, and I got to make it up again. And it changes as I get older, right? So, but before we get to that, I do want to say the conversation we had last night about songs that make you emotional.
Yes. At the end of Notting Hill.
Yeah.
Which we also said is just a good soundtrack all the way around.
Oh, it's a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the best ones, aside from The Wedding Singer. Anyway, yeah, that's a tough one. I go back to my freebie list from throughout most of my life.
Yeah.
And I don't think any of those. I briefly thought Sandra Bullock. Right. But I don't know. There's just something there that, you
don't want to marry.
Yeah. Yeah. So as we sit and talk right now, I'm not sure I can really think of anyone that would be on that list.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Maybe I'm taking it way too seriously right now. I don't know.
No, I think I think you need to think about it because you haven't thought about it in so long.
Yeah.
So
what would yours be?
My number one is always John Krasinski.
Yeah.
Always, always, always.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell.
See that?
I love my Will Ferrell. Sterling K. Brown.
Yeah.
Love my Sterling K. Brown. And I had a couple that dropped off. So Chris Evans dropped off and Will Smith dropped off. So right now I just have those three on my Notting Hill list.
That's interesting.
So, yeah.
That's really interesting. Yeah, I can't. For some reason. No, that's not even her. Yeah, I don't know. It's really weird. We'll have to pick this up again after I've had a chance to think about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
But
and if other people have freebie lists or Notting Hill lists, definitely comment down below.
Yeah, I'd like to hear what other people have to say. And I don't know. I think I am probably taking it too seriously because I can't think of anybody, and I'm sure most everybody else would be able to rattle off a top 5 pretty fast, but I don't know.
You're picky. No one can replace me.
Well, that's just it. I'm full up, so I can't even think about.
You can't even possibly want to ever marry another person ever again. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
See you later. Sunday breakfast. He's not eating it.
I'm not hungry this morning. But I still made it messy.
Here's what he made me. A couple gluten-free waffles.
Waffles!
I don't like syrup, so I just use some powdered sugar and butter. Does anyone else not like syrup?
Nope, everybody else likes
He's not having waffles because we're out of syrup.
That's right.
So, anyway, I'm going to eat, and we'll see what's up after that. We're in the pool.
Hello.
Sunday afternoon. It's not that warm today, but we're trying to get it in. So
Old man floating in the pool. And yes, I have a floaty because I've had a problem ever since I was a kid. I don't float.
He does. He really doesn't float. It's the weirdest thing.
One of my childhood nicknames was Sunk.
I'll never let go. I promise.
It's because Johnny don't float.
He really doesn't. It's very
amazing.
strange, but we're just in here. You can see it's kind of cloudy. Well, it's very cloudy for today. So we're in here for a bit, and excuse the douche sunglasses we have on.
Did you say douche?
Douche. They're douchey. Don't you think? I don't like them.
Who bought them?
Well, they're good for being like in the sun with the water. They're like fishing glasses because I don't want to hurt my
They're
eyes.
UV protective.
Yeah, that. So, anyway.
UV protective.
So, we'll check in again later. All right. Not a good afternoon after all. After an hour, or not even a half hour in the pool, I started getting an aura. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like I get these twinkly lights that go across my eye, and it signals that a migraine is coming. So I got out of the pool. We both did. I am now laying in my room. I just came up here, took some meds, and I'm gonna lay down for a bit. But I have to have something on my television always, and luckily, Clue is just starting. So, how many of you love this? I've heard that Ryan Reynolds wants to redo it. On the fence about that, but I'm gonna have Clue going, and I'm gonna hopefully maybe take a nap. We'll see what I am able to get done. And we'll check in again later. Good morning, everyone. Another day. Sorry, I just woke up, so don't expect much. John is just running to drop off some packages for his company, get some stuff out, and I'm going to go take a shower. We have our cleaning crew coming this morning to take care of the house. And then we're thinking we're probably going to run to Disney Springs and hit up World of Disney and get something to eat. So stick with us. All right. See you later. Hey everyone, we forgot to record ourselves heading to Disney Springs, walking through Disney Springs, and going to Frontera Cocina, which is where we had lunch. So instead, you will see a quick little fast forward of me showing the menu, and then we'll get into the food, which is the important part, and you'll be able to see what we had to eat. So here we go. Okay, here's the queso fundido. These salsas are amazing. And they come with homemade tortillas, which are also amazing. Can't beat it. Alright, so a scan of the restaurant here. We're in the very back. There's the bar, and then there's a whole bunch of tables up front. And we usually sit outside. You can see this great outdoors seating. But it's a little too warm today for us to do that. But we have come here for a Thanksgiving meal with my parents, and sat outside, and it's gorgeous. So
yeah, we sit outside in November through February.
all right, so everyone can see the beauty here.
Oh. Yeah, go on.
Trying to do this with one hand. Okay, so I forgot to video the food when it came because we ate so fast, but here we go. Here's mine, the chicken tinga, what's left of it. It's so good, and I got it with the black beans. And he got the carne asada with the garlic beans, and he's eating my chicken tinga.
The chinga tinga is the best. The steak is good. It's the best Mexican steak I've ever had. But the chicken tinga is just next level. It's so good.
Okay, we're home again. We both forgot to record anything when we went to World of Disney. So sorry about that. But I had a mission. I wanted to go find anything Inside Out from the new movie that's coming out in a couple weeks. It is my favorite Pixar film.
It's your jam.
And they had very little. There is a new Loungefly on the website that I wanted to get, and they didn't have it there. So here's what we ended up getting. Flip it around. Let's see. I got this shirt. How cute is that? But it feels like
there's nothing we can't do.
It feels like it's just they cheaped out for Inside Out stuff. Like,
Sorry.
I don't know if they're not anticipating it to be good or what.
I collect pins. I got this year's Pride
Yeah.
pins for the.
It's Pride Month. Happy Pride Month,
Yep.
everybody.
Happy Pride Month.
So now John's got to get to work. I have some work to do.
Yeah.
And we'll check in later to see what we're watching tonight, I guess. Have fun. So every night before bed, John and I do the Wordle and the Connections app for the New York Times app. Usually we do this upstairs right before bed, but sometimes John has to stay down here and do some work. So we just did the Wordle. I usually do my stuff during the day, and then he does it at night. And now he's working on the connections. Let's see.
I got the Wordle in 3.
I got it in 2.
And she got it in 2, so she wins today.
We're not very competitive about it. I make jokes about it, but because sometimes I just feel so stupid. But you know. Anyway,
I don't know what to believe anymore because I think you are competitive about it, but if you say you're not, you're just joking, okay?
yeah. So that's our nighttime ritual. Night night. I'm tight tight.